I've done it. I've ascended, and I found the perfect, in theory, Zombieland settings combination with all of these other mods we've got going on right now. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me for talking once again about Zombieland settings. This is it. I'm never going to mention any mod settings again going forward in the series, but this is worth mentioning so you guys know what we're at right now and why I think this is, like, the perfect combo. So over the past couple of days, I've been reading back comments and just sort of checking what everyone thinks. Around half the people hate the fences, and around half the people love the fences, the ability to shoot back at the zombies. The other half of the people think it makes it too powerful. So I'm trying to meet everybody in the middle here, which is like just an impossible fucking task. But hey, I think I've actually nailed it. So let me show you. Let me show you its features from the top here. So we've still got the sort of basic stuff. Zombies only appear, they appear all the time from the map edges, right? They only attack humans. Enemies can attack zombies around. We could turn that off. Raiders will see them as dangerous and try to fight them. I do think that makes sense, but the raiders are all dying before they get to our base. So I'm just going to disable it. We're just going to let the raiders come to us. What will zombies destroy? Only doors, only when they're agitated. Like I said, everything when built, I did test that. It's too much. It's too much to be beset on all sides all the time. Constantly having to go around repairing walls. It's just basically we might as well sign Rick off as a permanent repairman. Zombie senses, elevated. Zombies rage if the group gets too large. I've turned it down from very high to high, because yesterday we saw the zombies pathing halfway across the map to go and tromp somebody who so much as steps a foot out of the wall. Zombie health, I've turned off that they recover from injuries, and you'll see why in a second, but they're not easy to kill. We will still have to gun them down and everything. Corpses, whatever. I've set them all to 3%. I know a lot of people don't like the suicide bomb zombies, but I personally do, so days until zombies come 2 days is irrelevant. Now, what I've done, and this is why I wanted zombies to not recover from injuries, never more than 5,000 zombies on the map. That's the maximum number. You're probably thinking, excuse me, Mr. Streamer, with all these harder settings as well, like the zombies running faster and hitting harder, this is suicide. Well, from the way I'm interpreting it, is we're only ever gonna have your multiplier of your zombies per colonist. So we're only ever, because the multiplier is set to 1 times, and we've only got 20 zombies per colonist, in theory, there will only be 60 zombies on the map, unless we get events whereby we get zombie assaults. What this says to us is you can have your walls, right? You can have your walls, you can have your weapons, you can have your OP mods, because we've got a whole bunch of cybernetics and shit, but we have to actively manage the zombies. Otherwise, if we keep up with it, there will only ever be 60 zombies on the map. But if we leave it too long, you know, and if things keep building up, eventually we're going to end up with potentially thousands of zombies. Now, hopefully we'll never get up to that stage. We've got fences and whatever, they're naturally going to be gunned down by turrets and whatnot. But if we don't keep them in check, the zombies numbers will just grow and grow and grow. And that makes perfect sense, because it's a zombie apocalypse. They should be constantly just growing and growing and growing. We've also got still the, we've still got the zombies moving faster, 1.3 times, then 1.8 times if they're excited. Damage multiplier, 2.2 times there. So, in theory, they will apparently knock a head clean off. I think I've turned it down a little bit from when Mecharic, I think they were set to like 3 times before, or maybe even 4 times. So, it's about halved. So, in theory, it only takes 2 hits to kill a man in full power armor this time, which I think is slightly fairer. Gun turret consumption, I have absolutely no idea, because we've got a bunch of different modded guns, so I'll maybe adjust that later on, but everything else is going to stay where it is. Infection, 50% chance, time until it's known, 6 hours, time, and it's treatable, so we've got a tiny little window to fix it, and then in a day they will turn straight up into a zombie. Obviously, we've got that disabled, and then the amount of zombie extract per zombie, 1, and then hours until corpse disappear, 2 hours. You might want to crank that up a little bit, because the zombie corpses do disappear quite quickly. As far as I know, that setting is only there to stop your PC from lagging by having thousands of corpses kicking around. Might also affect the difficulty, but we'll wait and see about that. And that's it. The other tweak as well, because I know a lot of you are really worried about the embraces and the fences making it way too easy. It's supposed to be zombie survival after all. I've made it so the zombies can climb over fences. I think that's the fairest way to do it. So any fences that don't count as 100% cover rating, as in a wall, so things like granite brick fences, wooden closed board fence, as it says there, a tall sturdy fence big enough to be considered a wall. In that case, zombies can't climb over that because it's a wall. Anything we can shoot through or over, the zombies should be able to climb over. Granite brick fence, sure, is short enough for the zombies to shoot over if it's short enough for us to shoot over it. Farm fences, thin, rickety, same with picket fences, solid fences, whatever else. Chain link fence, we can shoot through it, but zombies can climb over it because it's chain link. I think that's a fair compromise, right? So we can still build a fence, we can still get down the zombies, make sure the base is safe, but the zombies can still get to us and rip us apart if we're not careful. Plus, we've got all the special zombies set to 3% now, whereas before it was mostly just tanky zombies and What was the other one? Oh, 1% suicide bomber zombie as well, but now I've just enabled everything, because I thought, you know what, fuck it. Let's go balls to wall. Let's go crazy with things. So the zombies are still just as deadly. However, they're not quite as intense as they were yesterday, but we've got means of dealing with them now, and there will be, in theory, also more of them. We're up to 87 already, so this is going to be interesting. In theory, we've still got the 30 zombies per colonist, so we'll cap out at 90 unless we get an event that affects us. Oh wow, we actually have enough there to build a military turret. Base durability 240, set to 50%. In theory, we should just be able to quarry enough to always keep the turrets upgraded. That was kind of like an ammo system, somewhat similar to Combat Extended. We will have to maintain the turrets, but they can also act quite nicely there as well. Now, what we can do is we can make a decent entrance area, because that was one thing we couldn't really do last time. We found out with the doors, the zombies were just getting in and killing everyone. So we could put fences up around this. Chain link fences, for example. What's got the most hit points? I imagine it's probably the granite brick fence, right? 25% cover effectiveness. And 128 hit points. And we can build it out of the various different things. Oh my god, we can build jade fences. What? 38 hit points. Okay, maybe not. What about like these bar fences? 75 hit points, 20% cover. We want whatever gives the most cover, but gives the but still allows us to obviously shoot over and lets the zombies get to us. So we're gonna go for the brick fence here, because that seems to have the most hit points depending on what we build it out of. Have we got enough granite to make this work? 128 with that one. Let me just compare all the separate ones, because I want to... Obviously, we want the strongest fence possible here. I think granite is by far the strongest one, but I will just double check. Yeah, it does seem to be that way. Well, marble. Maybe marble slightly beats it. No, it's granite. Okay, sure. So we'll roll with some granite for a while. That's sandstone. We'll roll with some granite for a while. How much have we got in the stockpile then? Is that 91 granite bricks? It's not a huge amount, but that's what, like 45 fences? That's not too terrible. So ideally, I think we want to do something like... To be honest, I think we want to do something like... Oh man, let's think. Because if we block this off anyway... Because this is all deep water. What we could do... bear with me on this one. This could be a better idea in my opinion. What we could do... Bring that back. And then bring... Yeah, that kind of works. I like that. And then bring this up to like the equal side. Rip out all of the bridges. So that the zombies are forced to run in this very sort of limited... In fact, could we even remove the... If we remove that, surely the terrain under it is just like stone, right? You can't just put down tiles straight onto deep water. So let's just focus on removing the bridges for now. Give the zombies a limited area to run across. I'm hoping this is deep water. If not, it doesn't matter too much because we're not going to have people on this side. Then we'll put a big fence over there and a big fence down there. And hopefully not block the wind turbine in the process. We might have to move that one, but we'll wait and see. That way, hopefully, we can have actual entrances. Now, what we also probably want to do here is build a gigantic operation, giant fuck-off fence around the whole base, name pending. So maybe something like that, because that's, you know, quite a decent area size, gives us a lot bit of room for expansion as well. It's also sort of naturally good zones there. We're sort of running parallel to a couple of different roads, obviously our main entrance. Big old fence around the whole thing. That way we can take out suicide bomber zombies, tanky zombies from a distance like we were last time, but we will need to obviously actively deal with it. Are those guys raging? It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think they are. I think we're fine. Today, of course, today is the mightiest of days. We have the silver double bed. We have the golden toilet being built. And we have the Jade Billiards table. Someone said yesterday, why did you cut it off before they're finished? Because we've still got to grow a shitload of cloth before we can make the Jade Billiards table. Like, we've got to wait a whole other season for it. So that's probably, hopefully will be done by the end of today, but I can't make any promises. Right, Mecharic, how are we looking with those? Oh, that is deep water. Is it deep water on this side as well? Because if so, that's fantastic. No, but it's not too bad. We could do something like that just to limit them off even further, but it's not going to make a huge amount of difference. They could just obviously walk up to it. It would only limit them up to this block anyway, so let's get this all stripped out. And we want our turrets to still work, right? We don't want to not give the turrets enough room. Let's not worry about mercenaries for the time being. That might come into play later, though. That's cool. I like this. So that way they can only run essentially up here. And then if they want to get into the base, they've got to go through this area. So where can we build fences that aren't going to affect our... turrets? No, not turrets. Wind turbines. Wind turbines is the word I'm looking for. Right, let's go. Granite brick fence. So where is your outer region? Can I keep that open whilst also... Yeah, there we go. So ideally, we probably want to put down a fence like there. Can we also put it... We could also put it around this water. If we do that, then they have to run... You see there? They're completely cut off by this chest deep water. This side as well, we'd have to do something like that. That could work. I think that will work, because that way they can't pass through. We could put an opening there, maybe not a door, or maybe a door. Actually, there's no reason not to put a door, right? Put some turrets on either side. I mean, we've got the turrets up front anyway. That way, if the zombies want to come through, they can, and we can remove these doors as well, or at least take away the actual steel wall that's holding them in place there. That's cool. I think that might be an okay entrance zone. They are still trying to smash that down. Oh my god, they're actually going to get through in a second as well. Alright, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So we were capped at... We've got a soft cap of 90 because I have 3 colonists, but because of this zombie attack, in theory, we're going to go over that now. Unless that's 93 with these guys included, which would make some sense. Oh, immediately a suicide bomber zombie. Wasn't too many. That could be a little annoying. Alright, oh, that's here early. Hopefully it'll just blow up. There we go. Hopefully it'll just blow up some of these passive buildings rather than hitting our walls. Right, so that's done now. In theory, the only way you can get to the entrance of the base is through this area. So this is all now completely shut off. And the only way you can get through into our main base is via that opening in the wall. And again, if we put a door there as well, we've essentially got ourselves a dedicated base entrance. I like that. I think that works pretty goddamn well. We need to get these turrets hooked up too, and that's not blocked by anything. No, good work. All right, there we go. Now, electric zombies. That's the only thing I'm concerned about here. Can electric zombies light up turrets? I'll assume they will, because turrets are flammable. If we put that there, it's not going to block the wind turbine, is it? It actually might. I'm not sure. Let's reinstall it and just test the waters, I guess, somewhat. So we want to put that. If they can only get through that entrance there, we'll put it back as far as we possibly can to give it as much sort of shooting room as possible. I'm going to try it there. It might block the wind turbine, though. I'm not sure about some of these modded turrets. How are we looking? We're good. And, of course, it's now powered, too. So, in theory, Mecharit could now go and remove this. The turret should, hopefully, there's a big hopefully, deal with the zombies. It'll let our guests come and go. People can enter the base and leave the base. Black, you are a crazy man. Well, the turret's doing an interesting job. I think it is peppering Black more than anything else. Oh, he's just been bitten. The turret actually didn't kill any of them there. All right. Someone claims to be a... Oh, right, we've seen this before. Right, so the Mystical Shaman, 500 silver, we can go there, get anything healed. We're going to reject it, because obviously we can't do anything anyway, and I also wouldn't do anything anyway. Cool, so this should, in theory, allow us to have an active base now. Traders can come through if they can fight through the horde. We might also eventually want to build a couple of turrets out here as well, out up front. So put one there and there, and in fact, we might even... Okay, this is a good idea. I like this plan too. How about we limit it? So we do... This is just blueprints for now. I'm not going to go through with this. What if we do something like that? What if we do something like this and really limit the area the zombies can get to? Have 2 turrets either way. That way, if zombies put their head around the corner, they're just going to get killed. Could also put down a couple of doors there as well to allow traders that come through this way to get into this safer zone that'll be protected by turrets. That's something as well for tech. Man, I've got so many like defensive ideas in mind for this. It's working. They're climbing over the fences. Turret, come on. It's one zombie. For fuck's sake, man. They climbed over that way too quickly. Okay, might need to adjust things there. This is nice balance, though. I'm liking it. Oh, we got some zombie serum there too. Wait, did that guy have zombie serum when he died? I have no clue what's happened there. Right, okay. Hess, your priority should always be getting this zombie serum. I believe he's set to highest level doctor anyway, right? Yeah. I guess if we draft him and undraft him, yeah, nice work. Okay. Grab those. Excuse me, there's another one as well. Prioritize getting, prioritize hauling. We'll pick him up too. Why can't you extract from that one, my friend? I don't know, it doesn't matter too much, it's not a big deal, it's only one serum at the end of the day. So, in theory, we've got ourselves the working fences now. This is gonna be something, my god, the zombies are massing up, aren't they? We need turrets just absolutely everywhere at this point. This is cool. Okay. I might adjust the fences. I'll tweet them, you know, in between episodes, but obviously I'm not going to make a big song and dance about it. I thought the main Zombieland settings are obviously quite important. Another thing I've done is made sure that this is not Area 1. Last thing we want them to do is run out into this area. We will try and deal with this ourselves. So I'll probably say Mecharit or whoever's the fastest. I mean, Mecharit probably is still the fastest with his spine and his moving is... Oh, weakened. Wow, okay, 85% with his 2 peg legs. You are at... You are at 90% because you're tired, and you're also at 90%. Okay, so when they're all back to full health, what we'll do is we'll open this door, run them back behind the wall, maybe get a couple of other turrets down, kill this horde, and then see if we can secure this road to allow traders and people more easy access to the base. I think we'll also do the same thing on this side eventually, too, to provide one big sort of main road running through the base and then secure the areas around it so that traders, visitors, tenants, whatever we've got are still capable of obviously getting to the base there. How much silver have we got right now? Because obviously we had those tenants in. Oh, I spent some of it on something. I don't remember what in hindsight. They are through the main door. Shouldn't be a big deal. We do have that turret. The turret, though, is wiping out these walls, too. Not super accurate. We might want to go for more accurate turrets, like the precision turrets would be super, super good in this scenario. They won't work super well against the tank zombies because they fire very, very slowly, but they're highly accurate. Working on auto doors, that's fine, because that's obviously going to give us the big old defended entrance areas. So what other turrets do we have the option of right now? Because these are going to be super, super relevant now that we've got maneuverable fences. So we've got autocannon turrets. Oh, do we not have the additional turrets mod? Right, probably because we've got turrets added by every other fucking mod. Also cannon turret, that could be interesting. Uranium slug turret, is that what I'm after? Tear through plasteel like paper, but it's less effective at close range. That seems kind of overkill for everything but the tank zombies. Alright, okay. And then we've also got pulse charge defenses. I mean, what does this give us? Charge turret. Oh, wow. That sounds pretty insane. Charge complex. This all sounds kind of absurd, huh? There's so much to see. Missile barrages is completely overkill. That might be good against raiders, though. Mortars might also be a very, very good idea. Mortars might be very, very good in the sense we've also got raids to worry about now because we've set raiders to not bother attacking the zombies. So that could be something for the future. Interestingly, though, even though they can path off the fences, they will still attack the doors instead, I guess, because the door's weakened. There's I mean, they always try and find the most effective path anyway, so chances are they are just determined that was less effort to smash that down. What the fuck are you doing? Okay. I mean, you can do that. You don't have to, but no, okay, you especially should not. Maybe I should limit Area 1 to only being behind the wall. I can't stop them. That's the issue. I can only control this person with areas because they're a tenant, so, I guess we'll have to reduce Area 1 somewhat. So say anything in here, don't go near it. All of this, we don't need to be over this side anyway, because there's no way they can access that. I wanted them to be able to repair the walls, but it's not going to be relevant unless a suicide bomber zombie blows it up, at which point we could just draft up Rick and send him through. So any areas the zombies can't get to, or the zombies can get to, I'm going to say we'll limit off. Park, can you now, if I pause and unpause, run, little Parks. Mecharic, you might need to, if you don't mind, gun down that zombie. Thank you. Park, you idiot, what have you done? Okay, they're going to start mantling the fences too, but we should be safe. With that turret, with Mecharic on guard duty as well, we should be fine. You're climbing over the fence rather than... It's too easy to climb over those fences. It's way too easy. They would rather climb over the fence than open the door, which I guess if you're being chased by zombies, it would save maybe a few seconds. Right, Hair One, my friend. Why? You are going to let the zombies in and kill us all. You should also be limited to Area 1, I guess. Turn around, Bright Eyes? Okay, or just go into the Horde. That's also fine. You know what? This isn't bad. I said we were going to clear out this area anyway. We're kind of doing it on our terms. Or more specifically on our turf, I guess. We're doing it on zombie terms, but we have this home base advantage. This is what I'm concerned about. They're going to mantle these fences in no time at all. We'll tweet that. We'll tweet that at some stage. Please gun this man down. You might want to back off. There we go. Take him out. Good work, team. Between the turret and our 3 guys here with miniguns and whatever else, like fully automatic weapons, we should be fine. Should we wait for these last 5 to also come up through and then... Or maybe we want to start moving forward now, progressing onwards with Operation... Yeah, that's... You shouldn't be going over the fence rather than opening the door. It should at least be some sort of deterrent here rather than just be a nice little garden feature, huh? Right, okay. So he's gonna destroy our walls, evidently. Right, let's push forward a little bit. I don't mind them lining up because friendly fire shouldn't be too relevant here. It's the guy with the minigun that I don't want doing friendly fire, which is why I moved him off to the side. Alright, so the zombies are dealt with. I might say Hess. Outside of Area 1, I was going to say, can we get a load of serum from these guys very quickly? And in fact, I'm going to get him to do that. So prioritize serum. Hauling, cleaning blood, cleaning dirt. I don't know what determines whether or not we can take serum from them. And it's not a big deal. Maybe it's just a passive thing that they'll do. Maybe you can't prioritize that or force prioritize that for kind of obvious reasons. Right, okay, let's move forward then. So how are we going to secure this area? Honestly, I was thinking we build a wall down here and block this area off, but this would make a really nice place for a turret. Putting it all the way back up here so it will fire down and not really hit any of our walls. It would only hit this natural rock and obviously zombies too. That way it's also somewhat defended from electric zombies. We could even put a fence in front of it or sandbags or anything like that. Plus it affects raiders. Okay then, sure. So this kind of works. I'm thinking, is that... Oh, hello. We'll take that home as well. I'm thinking let's go for whatever the most common block we've got and just build massive walls of... Oh, yeah, of course we've got loads of sandstone, haven't we? Right, so let's take some sandstone here. Let's build this down to here. I think that makes the most sense. That way that area is cut off. We didn't have to put one there, but, you know, just for neatness. Let's block this off and this off. That way we've still got access to this steel if we do need emergency steel for whatever goddamn reason. So this area then is very well defended. I might even go as far to block this off and then move down here as well. That way, all of this area is fairly self-contained. Not that there were too many zombies coming from that way anyway. And then we'll leave this area open. They can path around and get shot by the turrets or something like that. So, Mecharic, you, my friend, are going to switch over to your sidearm. And you are going to have to sit here and... Side of Valera. Okay, let's go unrestricted for the time being then. I've got to remember to put them back. You start working on all of these walls. Hess and Legend, they're just on guard duty. You've got to remember, these zombies do have slightly higher... What? Where the fuck did you come from? Am I blind? Did that zombie just teleport in? Okay. It's a little annoying. Where were you bitten? Right arm. Oh, well, it's survivable. It's not ideal, though, is it? Go on then, Hess. Take her down. Minigun at point-blank range is just incredible, right? Go home. For fuck's sake. Where did she even come from? Blended in with the background, damn it. I'm absolutely aware that this isn't the most optimal circumstances. I'm just doing it so we don't get... Ooh, that's dangerous. So we don't get, infections more than anything else, like actual Rimworld infections, not zombie infection. Legend, you might need to stand up and shoot this zombie for me. Come on, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down, take it down. Oh, that was close. You might want to back up because I think that thing's still alive. We good? We're good. Oh dear, that's not good. Maddened Manhunter. I'm so annoyed. Can we kill it? Or it seems fairly strong. The bullets do nothing. Okay, run. Run, 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 run. Forget I said anything. Well, that's that plan already gone to shit. Incredible stuff. And this time it's down to a goddamn wild pod. Right, Mecharic, get back inside. Run your little legs. Hopefully he'll clear out some of the zombies for us. That could work. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, I wasn't expecting... Oh my god, the fences are passable. Oh no. Oh my god, this thing doesn't take any damage? What the fuck? Oh my god, alpha animals. We need to have a chat about your invincible monsters. Between this and the bloody Galactic, I think I've had enough of that mod to last me a lifetime. Okay, alright, so let's think about this then. I think I'm going to have to set up a new area. Okay, manage area, let's go new area. This is going to be called, Man Hunter Spooky. I think we all know what that means. Right, let's go ahead and just put this directly indoors so they can't leave the house and don't get completely destroyed by this thing as well. Good god, what a pain in the ass with these gigantic alpha animals never taking any damage. Alright, so we can't even, like, try and kite it and run circles around it or anything like that. This is like, we have to get indoors if we have any hope of surviving here. Restrict them all to Manhunter. Can we even do that with our tenants as well? There we go. Let's get you indoors as soon as possible. Thank you very much for your cooperation. I guess we've just got to let this thing run amok around our base for a couple of days now, because there's nothing we can do to stop it. Is that being held open? Can you not do that? Sorry, Mecharic, can you not do that? Right, let's quickly, run, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. We're good. We're good. Run. Oh my god, it's going to annihilate that door in no time. It's fine, it's distracted. Oh man, that was looking a little bit shaky there for a second. Operation build fences everywhere. Kind of gone a bit downhill, I will be honest. Oh, and there goes our fucking turret as well. Fantastic. Great news. Fucking 96% damage and it's taken like 4 fucking volleys. Good work. Well, that's a good sign. Okay, that thing's fucked off and gone to fight the Horde. I imagine it's probably going to end up wiping most of the zombies out there because it's apparently borderline invincible. We've got a tank zombie coming from that one, and then a suicide bomber zombie just blew up the wall. So you might say things are going pretty badly. We need to get these defenses done sooner rather than later because the zombies are massing here. How are we going to deal with this fella? How are we going to deal with you? Obviously we need to draft. You're not at any risk of zombie. Fuck! In his arm. To be fair... We got very, very, very lucky with some of these zombie bites. This is the first time, given that we've had 50-50, this is the first time we've had one forever, I think. I think this is the first time we've actually had one at all, which I think it's acceptable. I didn't even see that zombie, so I don't know where it came from. Shit. It's only in your arm, so it's not like 18.9 hours. Apparently, we should just leave it as long as possible before hacking the arm off. So we're going to do exactly that. What is going on with our power? Was it the turret that used up so much power? Good God. Okay. Let's go deal with this tanky zombies, because the last thing we want is this guy coming in now that we've got no turrets as well. How are we going to deal with it? I think we go out through the main entrance. We path around here. We shoot them from a distance. Good luck. There's a lot of them. This might be a bad plan. There's a lot of them. Oh, we cleared them out with absolute, like, master precision there. Holy shit. No, move over, move over, move over. Come on, Hess. This is down to you, my friend. Good work. One more. Good work. Okay, alright, let's move up to the stones this time. Get some shots in. It's like 4 fat zombies, which obviously move very slowly but hit like a truck. 1 tank zombie as well. Okay, come on. Come on, I believe. Don't let them destroy these walls, because otherwise we've got to then focus on patching that bloody thing up as well. What's that wild pod doing? Have I got to worry about this thing coming back after us? It's just clearing out the whole horde. which is also a bit of a pain in the ass. It means exactly what I was about to say there. Gonna get more tank zombies and suicide bomber zombies. Good stuff. Okay, let's move up a little bit, because I don't think that guy is exactly going to sneak up on us, is he? Let's just move up so we can focus on that tank zombie with a bit more accuracy. I'm going to move even closer, because these things move super, super quickly. Let's get him just killed as soon as possible. Move super slowly is what I meant. There we go. Oh, the effective range on that minigun is incredible when we can get this closer. Take him down. Come on. Okay, good work. Let's get you back to safety. Last thing we want to do is track the whole horde. You got to remember their senses and their chance to rage is still set to high here. So let's get the hell out of here. Let the wild pod fight most of the horde. Oh, he's chilled out. Look at the ridiculousness of that, though. He fought a shitload of zombies and he's down to 86% health. Good God. Okay, now here's the other thing. We have no turret here, so this main entrance is just basically a way for the zombies to get into the base and climb over the fences. We might have to put down a temporary... Is now the time to be building up the walls? Yeah, you know what? Let's keep building up the walls. While the wild pods kill out the zombies, while they come in from the edge of the map, while we just cleared out this zone, let's work on it now. So you guys... Manhunter spooky. Yes, he is, but we should go back to Area 1 for the time being, I think. Oh, you know what? We'll have to unrestrict them all. Okay. So, Mecharic, let's get you working on the sandstone. All we've got to do as the player now is keep an eye on Hess and Legend so that we can tend to him when it becomes necessary. Are we gonna shoot that man, are we? Thank you. Great shot. Incredible shot. Come on, Mecharic. Let's get these walls built. Absolutely flying along. This is great. So these guys, I really should get them to line up at the bottom here just in case the zombies path around somehow. We should be good. We should be good. How long until you turn into a raging, mindless zombie? 13 hours. I'm going to leave it as long as possible, see if we get something good out of this, because that would be a nice little bonus to go with everything else. Okay, so that's now essentially completely secure. That we don't actually have to work on. I just wanted to do it in case we get minor zombies. In fact, that's another thing to really concern ourselves with, is we have natural stone defending our base. So if minor zombies turn up, they could eventually get through that. So we need to deal with that too. My God, the raging fires. I'm not going to do anything about it. Oh, traders. They tried to taser an electric zombie. Did that work? Whoa, I want to see... Oh, this is me trying to check the health tab of an electric zombie there. Evidently not. I think any projectile is going to be stopped by that. Electric zombies versus traders, it's almost unfair because they just can't seem to work out. They need to punch it. They have no clue. Like, they're essentially just invincible. Okay, everyone get back home. We might have to tend to Mecharic sooner rather than later. Let's set you back to Area 1 for the time being. Tenants are on the same thing, yeah? Okay, there we go. You're back to Area 1. One thing I haven't pointed out is that the tenant actually does do work. You can see they're doing a little bit of hauling work. They don't do a lot, but it's just essentially... I kind of describe it somewhat similar to, remember, the robotics one we played with a couple of series that let you build hauling bots. That's essentially what they are. You know, they use food rather than power, and then they just pick up your shit and do... I mean, it sounds somewhat useful, but besides that, it's a very low-maintenance hauling drone, basically. We don't have enough power. Why do we not have enough power? Is this all still connected? We did have another wind turbine that I had to remove, and I can't remember why. I think it was bugged out. It was saying that it was blocked by something. So you guys are all running at efficiency here. Why are we grid excess of 2,400 watts? I guess we've just got so much variation going on the wind turbines or something like that. Another one certainly couldn't hurt. But we don't have many components. So if I build another wind turbine, we haven't got enough to build another turret. We might just have to bite the bullet and go for this, though. Actually, I'm not sure. Which would be the best option right now? I'm not sure about that one, Chief. Keep our entrance defended, but our entrance is fairly defended right now because the zombies can only get to us round from this very, very south part of the map. Even then, we'll have time to actually react to them. Let's go with Fabrication. I know I said I wasn't going to do Fabrication, but I think it's necessary at this stage. The chance of getting components from the quarry is so incredibly low. We'd have to go out into the world to actually look for components, and that's not only dangerous, but they're also kind of a pain in the ass. They're miles away too, so... Let's roll with it. Let's do a really long-term research task trying to get that done. How long till the J billiard table comes back? Ooh, 53% grown. We might just see it by the end of today. Goodbye, zombie infection. Let's not risk this too much. We've still got 4 hours left, so if something goes wrong here, we're barely going to have time to do another operation, but come on. Did you do it? No. Oh, we're good. No, you need to, excuse me, you need to rest and actually get your arm patched up. You fucking weird man. Good lord. Contract ends new. Oh, good lord, just get the fucking life out of me there. Okay, we're an arm down. But you know what? That could have ended a lot worse. So, let's make sure then that... Do we have any way of building him an artificial arm? Well, does it even help? Does it even help with manipulation or anything? It's a bloody steel arm at the end of the day. Efficiency 35%. What, with a steel arm? I suppose it's better than nothing, right? Okay then, so what really we just want to craft another one of those immediately there so that he's not completely down. Because then we want to with our research, go for the fabrication, then dive over to Bionics. So let's go for Bionics. Bionics workbench. Yeah, go for that next. Fuck it. So prosthetics, workbench, Bionics. No. Fabrication first. Say, why didn't I queue that up? Right, fabrication first, then Bionics. Right, here we go. Ready? Holding down the button. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, that could have ended a lot worse. Let's make sure we've got another arm coming his way then, so he's not completely out of it here. Who's our crafter? Mecharic. Wait, really? Mecharic? Bloody everything? Okay, Mecharic, I need you, my friend. It could also be smithing, it could be machining, it could be fabrication. I'm not entirely sure, but there we go. Right, let's work on that one next. Let's just get it done now. I was going to let Hess go and have a good night's sleep or whatever, but it's just a steel arm. I mean, what's he going to do? Just get some nails and hammer it in there? Perfect, you're good. Okay, a little bit of a setback. We've lost, to be fair, to say that we had a zombie infection out of nowhere, but we built up all the walls. And I think that's a fair trade to get defenses up in exchange for what was 65% arm movement in one of his arms. When you put it like that, it doesn't seem such a big deal. It's obviously kind of a pain in the ass until we get Bionics, but for the time being, that's not too bad. I'm really fucking sick of you guys just climbing over these fences like they're nothing. You're making me real mad. I did actually up the value as well, but it seems to have done nothing. I might need to do a full reload of the definitions and stuff so that it actually takes hold there. Just got a zombie just lurking around, huh? Just got a zombie lurking around, huh? One of the lucky guys that's managed to pathfind his way in. Let's go deal with him, Mecharic, if you don't mind. Yeah, he just wandered over that. He literally just sprinted over that fucking fence. Hello, Mr. Tank Zombie. Are you here for our brain? Right, we need to we need to defend ourselves somewhat. Van Hess, what happened to your weapon? What happened to his... Oh, there it is. Why did he... Okay, equipment again. I think it might be because he can't have the scalpel... Did I say he can't have the scalpel? Oh, he can have it as a sidearm as well. To be honest, I'd rather him have the scalpel as a sidearm than the butcher's cleaver, seeing as I don't even remember the last time we butchered an animal. Let's just go ahead and drop that for the time being. So, I'm thinking now might be a good time to try and fortify the top part of the base. Not only have we got the 2 tank zombies coming from this side, but from this side we've got another 2 tank zombies coming. So, fortifying the top section as well might be a good plan. Again, what I'd love to do is, if we go back to this fence over here, what I would love to do is build just basically a big fence around it like that. I think that might be the best bet. But, it's only 132 sandstone. How much have we got left? Oh, no, sandstone, genius. Let's swap that over. I thought we were running out of resources doing it. Right, there we go. So if we do something like that, excuse me, I want that right angle back, thank you. Sandstone brick fence. So we would do something like that, for example. It's not going to be fantastic, but again, it will give them cover. We're not going to have any doors go into this section either. It would just be a sort of thing that we knock down a wall, go out there, kill the zombies with a little bit of extra cover, and then run back in. Might put up doors eventually, something more akin to this when we have a better setup to do, so we don't really have call for it right now, but the visitors aren't super essential to things. I'd rather make sure we've got Bionics and everything dealt with first. So, let's do it now. Let's do it with this tank zombie first, maybe. Probably not a terrible plan. Let's get everyone into position here. Right, how are we going to go about this then, Mecharic? Should we knock down this wall? Probably not a terrible plan. Knock that down, pull back a little bit. That guy's getting very close. Kill him dead. You back off. Kill him dead. Please. Why is he so bullet resistant? Okay, there we go. Let's get you guys outside and deal with this guy first. Then we'll start putting up the walls in this section. To be honest, would it not make more sense, Mr. Streamer, if we did try and lock it down by the environment a bit more? Do something like that. That way, that area is completely impenetrable unless they climb over the wall. Similarly, we do the same thing on this side. I'm sure there's an area we could hook up to. Yeah, there to there. Holy shit, there to there would stop a lot of zombies getting in. That could work out quite nicely. Now, it's not exactly great for cover, but let's use the environment we've got to our advantage, rather than trying to build a fence that's easy for the zombies to surround, easy for them to obviously knock down, climb over, whatever else. Let's try and force them to use the environment a bit more to our benefit. Okay, that was close. Good God, you scared the life out of me there, my friend. Do have an electro zombie. We'll clear out the other guys first, so that we can take him out fairly safely, as in we'll deal with that other tank zombie as well. Let's move over in this direction, my friends. Alright, if something like that should work, I think we should have a pretty decent range there with our minigun as well. There we go, nice. How are we looking on the other side, though? There's no, like, minor zombies trying to get through there. There's no tank... Oh, there's another tank zombie there. Okay, not a big deal. I'm looking for suicide bomber zombies. Those would be the big sort of problems that we have to worry about. Man, these guys thought they just wiped out a trade caravan or something. I didn't even see it happen. Although the tank zombies don't seem to be making much progress, so... But that's I'm not really super concerned. Right, let's move back in this area. I want to try and avoid that electro zombie somewhat until we've dealt with these guys. Like I said, we don't want to be flipping over to our melee weapons so that these guys can just rush us down. Come on, take him out. Yeah, we need a bit closer for that minigun, don't we? Okay, Hess needs immediate treatment. Although those electric zombies aren't bitey, they are very, very painful. Can you self-tend? Do you still have that medicine in your inventory? Yes, there we go. Okay. Side of a loud area. Can't even tend to himself. Right, okay, there we go. Let's go for prioritize tending. Go. Right, patch yourself up there. Everyone else will give you cover, because obviously we want to finish off these, we want to finish off some walls or something like that. Right, okay, this is all down to you now, Mecharic. All down to you to try and secure the area. So let's do something like that. Give us a little bit of distance from all the other garbage going on there. This side I'm not sure about. This side might be a much bigger challenge, but just locking it down this way would be pretty good. Ideally, like I said, I'd love to get a wall around the whole base, so that we are more capable of... So maybe when we've built that, expand it down so that we've got a much bigger area to work with, you know, re-secure these areas that we had last time. That way, tank zombies should be a little less threatening in the long term. Need material, sandstone block. Okay, that's a new one. that's new and interesting. So you can't haul that over because you think there's no sandstone block, despite the fact that there's curly threads. Okay, you know what? Let's not worry about it too much. I think we'll be all right. Let's not freak out a little bit here. What are you doing? Hauling sandstone? No. I just want you to finish off the wooden platforms first. No. Okay, bye. Again, I want to get this wall done as soon as possible so we don't have to worry about too much micro in the future, but this seems like it's going to be a right ball ache, because we can't have multiple people work on it, unfortunately, at the same time. So, it's all down to Mecharic to see if he can struggle through the night here to get this whole wall done. Hey, that's not bad. I forgot how, because there are only 2 blocks to go, one journey, you can get almost all the building blocks he needs for the entire goddamn wall. What the fuck? That's not Area 1! What the fuck are you doing? Just silly boy! He's still going in that direction. Area, go back! This game. I might dev mode that, because that was nothing fucking to do with me. What are you doing? I think we might have some mod conflicts. Oh my god. That's like 2 bytes. I mean, the chances are we might get very, very lucky, but he's going to lose a leg. You motherfucker, why is he doing that? So Mecharic is still an unrestricted for hopefully obvious reasons. He's got to build this goddamn wall, but the other 2 guys have made sure to restrict them immediately. He's just wandering around out there. Probably wondering, Mr. Streamer, why are we at the Rimworld main menu and what happened to the ending of the video? Well, I was just editing what you've just seen, and I wanted to come back and do a better ending for it, because there was a lot of stuff in that video that generally needs to be cut out. Now, I've come back to it, and since that video I recorded, and since I'm editing it now, I kind of had half a day off today, so I left this video to be edited later. It's currently like 1 in the morning, trying to get this ready for tomorrow, in like 12 hours time or whatever. Now, I've tried to load back into the game, and it's crashing. The only difference between now and what you just saw is that the Mercenaries mod has been updated. However, if I disable the Mercenaries mod, then I think I've got it disabled right now. Let me just double check. Yeah, so I've got the Mercenaries mod disabled now. If we try and load into the game with the Mercenaries mod disabled, it gives us, as you're about to see in a second, after it's done loading the world, we get nothing but a black screen, essentially. I've tried all the different... We get this. I've tried all the different saves that we have, both with the Mercenary mod enabled and disabled. It is, as far as I know, the only mod that's had a significant update between now and the last episode we recorded. Shit's broken. I mean, shit's quite clearly broken. We've got a cursor, which means that the game isn't completely fried. It's something within that mod list, essentially, that is running things here. Obviously, trying to diagnose in dev mode when the screen is not rendering at all is not particularly helpful. I'm going to try and fix this. However, I'm going to say this, be prepared for it to not work. Be prepared for tomorrow or the day after there to be a new series, because something's broken. Now, I think I might as well mention in this video, I actually meant to do a sort of a little expose slash video slash here's how you would solve this issue if you yourself had this problem in the future. We've had it happen once before in one mod pack. Don't remember what it was. I believe it was the Convergence series, and it wasn't the Convergence. It was like Medieval Rim or something like that. It was one of the older ones. We've had this happen before, and there's a way to stop this happening for yourself in the future. Mod Manager is capable of making a local version of mods, so that if it updates on the Steam Workshop, you've got your copy for your save game, and this won't happen. Which is something I should definitely be doing, especially when it's my fucking job. But obviously, I don't really want to store a boatload of Rimworld mods on my SSD, because that would take up a lot of room. Anyway, this has only ever happened once before, and then I was able to just disable the mod and carry on as if nothing had happened. But apparently, Mercenaries is much more core to things. Things like builder mods as well, especially, or things that add new pawns or entities to the map. If they are present on your map when you reload, it will genuinely break things. Sometimes your colony won't load, and you'll just see the planet with all the various terrain that you'll be able to interact with, but that's it. This time it's throwing a complete just not rendering thing. So this is kind of unique. I might run it through Visual Studio, see if we can track down some... Actually, I don't know. Does this dump logs the way... I don't know. I'll have to see what I can do in terms of debugging, but we'll see what we can manage here. There is a way, like I said, with Mod Manager to create local copies of mods. I think you just hit, what is it, like, that's it. Create a copy of all Steam mods in your active mod list. You just hit that button, select all, and it will make sure that that doesn't happen again. I'm really disappointed by this, but again, I'll try and fix it. Just don't be surprised if tomorrow I come in with something entirely different. Now, I do have some ideas. Not going to spoil it, but I've got some pretty fun things I've got in mind for future series. So even if this is the last episode we do the zombie mod, I've really enjoyed the zombie mod, and it's actually given me so many more ideas. This was more of a look at that than anything else, let's be honest. It's given me a whole bunch of ideas for things we can do with it in the future, like a huge amount of other mod packs based on things like, you know, medieval Rim plus zombies, magic with zombies, the genetic side plus the zombies. There's a lot we can do with the zombies as a scenario setting to make this hopefully super, super entertaining. If we want to do a more hardcore survival one like we did with Jilp, with just extra zombies, you know, even just a couple of them, that would be super entertaining as well. I think there's a lot this mod has going for it. It's one of the best Rimworld mods I've played, and there's so much potential for that plus every other thing that, I mean, you just add a Zombie 220 scenario, it becomes way more interesting, right? So even if this is the last episode, I've had a blast playing with the zombie mod. I think it's great. The mod creator, shout out to that guy, because he's been in the comment section, obviously, giving us feedback, replying to your comments as well. Very interactive with the community is something kind of rare that you don't really see too often. So big shout out to him. Make sure you check out the mods in the description as well. Give them all thumbs up and likes. I will try and get this working, I promise you. But I am but one man. I haven't touched C++ or C# since I was at university, and that was like 2 years ago. So I will see what I can dig around with, and I don't know what Rimworld is in. I don't know what language Rimworld is in. I assume it's C++ or C#, but no idea. Anyway, I'll see what I can do with debugging, and see if we can get something going together, but don't be surprised if we do start with something new. In the meantime, let's give a thank you, a shout out to Aiden W, Alpha Scuff, Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kirito, Atmos, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sudini, Crazy Pat, Croesus, Donald, Emerald Beam, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Ghost of Protocol, Gogula, Sarik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Natbuskus 911, Nathan Flores, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Somnus, Stannis the Manus, Shayuk, Swain, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Bacchus, and William Green. For their support, the Insanity Levels on Patreon. Thank you for making this channel possible in the first place. Thank you guys for allowing me to even do things like try and fix this, dedicate a couple of hours to try and get this back up on its feet, if not building a new mod pack for tomorrow, because that's obviously fairly time consuming. Without these guys, I wouldn't be able to do this, because it does use up a lot of time in the day. Thank you as well to Astro, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Austin Taylor, Baldoon, Ben Trope, Esmus Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Dom, Nugg217, easy to pronounce name, Eric Farrell, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerka, Gonfo Grey, Haji Damar, Henrik Stensgaard, Icarus, Ice of the Grey, Ida, Irish J. Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, Jason Sushu, Jose, Johan DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Mustolp, Monty, Nathaniel Lundberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan, Samuel, Panther, Faber 1-7, Peyton Dennisar, Rodrigo, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, Roy? I'm making people up now. Ryan Hooper, Smirtworm, Steve, Jason, my good friend, Nigel the Fourth, Socrates, Spencer Powell, Smirtworm, Super Nanny 089, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Valonkery, Varagon, Voodoo Mumbo, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wilson Teff, Wolfie Yorker, Zico. On the subject of that, I did actually watch a bit of, by the way, thank you to all of you guys. Sorry, that seemed really insincere then for a second. Thank you to you guys for making the channel possible. Hope you guys have enjoyed a bit of this, if this is the final series. On the subject of that, I did actually see a channel on YouTube not so long ago that had a Patreon, inverted commas. When we checked the page, it was like 3 patrons, $2 a month or something like that. I don't know how that adds up. But this guy was making up patrons to, I guess, try and sell his channel a little bit more. Because it is true that I personally would not back a Patreon campaign if there was a few people involved. Because, you know, obviously you want the pedigree. You want people to show that they are capable of churning out content. I personally have put out 2 to 3 videos every day for the past year. So I feel like I've earned my stripes in that regard. But it is true that people back Patreon campaigns that have existed for longer, and this guy is clearly trying to give himself a bit of a kickstart there by making it was just quite funny. Some of the names were so completely fucking unbelievable, like Socrates. Am I right? Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.